How's it hanging, dudes? My name is Sean, and welcome back to Humanity First. And today, there's something that's under my skin, and I'm not liking it. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. I've had other stuff on my plate, as you've seen with the videos and whatnot, and other things keep popping up, like Bloomberg and all this other stuff. But the DNC keeps moving the goalpost for qualifying. And Andrew Yang's already met two of the qualifying polls for December. For the December debate. He's already going to be in the November debate. And he's already bought $1 million ad buy and is already buying another ad. And we're already halfway to our goal of another $1 million, which go donate to Andrew Yang if you possibly can. And a quick shout out to Kai Watson and Paget Kagi, who are both constantly like hour to hour updates on Yang's campaign. So follow them for that. And if you want to see Yang take down some people, you come to this channel, right? And that's kind of what we're going to do today, except for it's kind of me doing this, because the DNC raises qualifying requirements for December Democratic presidential debate. The Democratic National Committee is again increasing its polling and fundraising requirements for presidential candidates to qualify for participating in the campaign's 6th debate in December. This is back on October 25th, so it's been a little while, right? A little behind on this, but it kind of makes me mad, you know what I mean? Like, they did the same thing with Larry Lessig back in the last time he got to 2% for the first debate, and then all of a sudden the polling switch. Oh, you had to make 3%, and of course he had 2 days to make 3%, and it was just obviously to keep him out because he had a lot of similar ideas as people like Yang or Tulsi Gabbard has, right? And that's what's happening is the DNC is trying to smear and cheat again on some of these lower candidates, some of these anti-establishment candidates who. Tulsi Gabbard did the right thing whenever Hillary Clinton cheated Bernie out of the election. She didn't support Hillary. She supported Bernie. And then Bernie turned around and supported Hillary. So, make that, out of what you will. So it just kind of really bums me out to see, a Democratic establishment like the DNC so corrupt. I mean, it makes it hard as a former or am right-leaning person, I'm switching left because of, Andrew Yang is making good ideas, and of course Donald Trump on the other side is a little crazy. But for the most part, Yang has the highest conversion rate. He's converting so many people, not just from Democrats, but from the opposite side too. So when people want to smear them for going on Fox News and stuff like that, they're literally pulling votes from the other side. I'm a living example of that. And it's just sad to see. You really are you party first or are you country first? Because if you're country first, you want to get Donald Trump out of office in the most legal way possible, and that's put up a candidate who can fight him, who can do good. And I'm sorry, but Bernie Sanders doesn't make good. He made a lot of sense last time around because he's the only person speaking half of what we wanted. Now we have somebody speaking all of what we want. And they just keep moving the goalposts. It's like if he was running a track and field and you got to the finish line, they said, oh, no, there's another 30 meters you got to run. That's crazy, man. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. There should be a law against that. Anyways, continuing on. And as announced for the November round, the qualifications include a pathway intended to reward candidates generating buzz and support in early voting states, but perhaps not registering as highly in national surveys. Okay, stop with the notifications, please. Thanks, guys, but trying to make a video here. All right, so to make the debate stage in Los Angeles, party officials announced Friday that candidates must have at least 200,000 unique donors and a minimum of 800 unique donors per state in at least 20 states. They just make it so specific, don't they? Candidates must also mark 4% in at least 4 national or early state polls or achieve 6% in 2 single state polls in early states. DNC officials have said that the separate pathways may provide an avenue for hopefuls who may rally national surveys as in the key early voting states. This is a fucking cop-out. Just make a goal, set the goal. If you have the goal set that way to begin with, it was a fine goal, and you meet that goal, you're fine. But no, it's people who meet that goal that they don't like, all of a sudden, now there's other stuff you have to do. The requirements from the debate have been heavily scrutinized by candidates and party activists alike, as DNC Chairman Tom Perez juggles potentially conflicting priorities, keeping a historically large field from being too unwieldy for voters while keeping his promise that everyone running would have a fair shot to make a case on the national stage. He's not doing that. He's far from doing that. There is no fair shots taken. They do nothing but just smear people like Tulsi Gabbard, Andrew Yang, and it's sad, man. It's sad. And there's, of course, a Bernie blackout. They don't like Bernie. But I feel like they're willing to swallow their tongue and accept him because he supported Hillary, and there's been some pro-establishment moves he's made, I guess, to show them that he can play ball, which is what we don't want, you know. But anyways, let's continue. The chairman has defended the move, saying that the campaigns have had plenty of notice and that candidates who couldn't meet the qualifications weren't building the support necessary to defeat President Donald Trump next year. The stepped-up thresholds will likely eliminate some from the stage, even as the field continues to contract. This week, Ohio Representative Tim Ryan, who didn't meet the October debate requirements, announced that he is ending his presidential bid to focus on running his re-election in the White House. The thing is, we need more people on the debates and in going on right now, because first off, Yang is the most clear-spoken. He communicates his ideas clearly. He conveys them clearly. So whenever he's able to speak, people listen. Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, yeah, people understand who they are. You know, they get that. But these other people, these outliers, are really perking up. And if you have all these other people maybe kind of pulling a few votes away from Warren or Sanders, kind of whittle them down a little bit, Yang's only rising. So if he can keep doing that while the other ones keep dropping just a tad bit, or at least growing slowly while he is growing so much more exponentially fast, that's a good thing. But also, if there was less people on the stage, I think Yang would be able to get in some shots better instead of only having like 2 minutes in the debates. You know what I mean? So, continuing on, the changes won't matter much for the top-tier candidates as Joe Biden, Elizabeth Warren, and Bernie Sanders. Others, including Pete Buttigieg, and Kamala Harris, have regularly met the polling metrics thus far. The qualification deadline is December 12th, a week before the debate. So they wait until you get halfway through November to be considered. Polls must be released by approved pollsters between October 16th and that date. You see how they move this window so small, man. They only announce these changes days before, and it's so sad. It's so obvious what they're doing. A dozen candidates qualified for the month's crowded debate stage in Ohio, down from the 20 candidates who qualified in June and July. Then, when the qualifications were at their lowest, candidates could hit just 1% in polls or garner $65,000. $65,000, and they didn't have to do both. So it's just sad, man. I don't know why they do that. And the further the debates go, don't be surprised if they change the December qualifying again. Don't be surprised. They probably will, because those who have clear ideas and make sense will grow, like Andrew Yang. And all these other ones, they're stifling. You know, they started out with huge war chests, but they haven't been growing that much. Andrew Yang, he started from zero, guys. He started from zero. So don't forget Yang all day. All right, guys, don't forget that. And one other point I would like to make is, you know, the establishment constantly tries to silence all these outliers, all these people who actually make sense. You know, from like it or not, you know, Bernie Sanders, he would be a better president than Donald Trump. He'd be a better president than Elizabeth Warren. He'd be a better president than Hillary Clinton. But would he be a better president than Andrew Yang? I don't think so. I don't think so. And it's really sad to see that the DNC are still up to their old, same old dirty, tired tricks. It's sad to know that they try so hard to stop democracy from working. You know, the media and the democratic establishments that are built into this nation are supposed to be the watchdogs of the government, not the lapdogs. And it's kind of getting disheartening to know that, but Yang is still growing. Make sure you go to his campaign. Make sure you donate, even if you don't have $1. Do it. Donate that $1. Every little bit helps. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Keep your chin up. He's meet two debating polls already. He's going to meet the other ones. His ads are through the roof. He's doing great. He's growing. He's got 1 million Twitter followers. I just watched Kyle Watson's video on that. 1 million Twitter followers. That's crazy, bro. 1 million Twitter followers from zero. That's crazy. Anyway, so shout out to everybody. Love you guys. Have a good day.